Pause for one stat with me. 73% of EA's money last year came after you bought their games. Loot boxes, card packs, or virtual coins. Yet every August, millions of us slam another $70 on the table for what feels like a roster patch stapled to a slot machine. So stick with me, and not only will we go over how much they make, but why they do this, and why year after year, nothing seems to change, as well as some budget-friendly tips to help you out next year. Play, keep that wallet handy, and let's kick this off. As sports fans, our fandom equals our identity. A $70 sports game is simply the cheapest ticket you'll ever own. It lets you replay childhood rituals, argue lineups, and control highlight reels on demand. Publishers aren't just selling pixels, they're selling belonging. When you boot up Madden, you're not just picking plays, you're reliving Sunday cookouts with Dad. When you green release a 3 in 2K, you're rewriting that playoff heartbreak from 8th grade or this season. Scan your face into MyPlayer and you literally become the roster update. Publishers know nostalgia outmuscles new features every time, so they wrap the box in your team's colors and let memory do the marketing. But it's not just solo nostalgia, it's a shared ritual. Group chats light up on launch night the same way they do on draft night. Fantasy League Smack Talk spills directly into Ultimate Team wagers. When your social media feed syncs to the sports calendar, new kits drop in July, rating debates flare in August, and who got snubbed tweets roll in by September. Bottom line, buying the annual release isn't just a purchase, it's renewing your membership in a community that speaks one language: stats, highlights, and hot takes 24/7. Then there's the nature of licensing agreements. Since 2005, the NFL has given EA the exclusive video game license for football games, which means 2K's football series disappeared overnight. The NBA did something similar with 2K and Take-Two through 2029. With no rival sims, your choice is pretty binary. Buy this year's Madden or skip virtual football entirely. Football, soccer, basketball, each has a single video game gatekeeper, and that did not happen by accident. Step 1 is writing a massive check. In 2004, the NFL auctioned its video game rights, and EA reportedly outbid everyone with a deal worth almost $300 million over 5 years. 2K's critically loved NFL 2K25, which was priced at just $19.99, which really shows the times, never saw a sequel. The NBA chose Take-Two for its core simulations license through 2029, so 2K pays, 2K stays. Anyone else must label their game arcade or non-sim and drop real jerseys. That leads us into step 2, which is controlling the players' names. Pro leagues are only half the puzzle. You also need the players' unions, the NFLPA, the NBPA, or the FIFPRO. No union license, no real Tom Brady or Giannis face scans. That tag team contract erects a second moat around the castle. And then there's step 3, using exclusivity as a marketing bullet. Box art screams, only official game of the NFL. Publishers aren't shy. Monopoly equals built-in FOMO. If you want authentic jerseys, stadiums, and commentary crews, there's literally one SKU on the shelf. Well, casual, what about FIFA's big breakup? After 30 years, EA lost the FIFA name, rebranding to EA Sports FC 24. But the kickers, kits, and stadiums stayed because EA kept the crucial FIFPRO and individual league deals. The logo changed, but the monopoly remained. MLB The Show was PlayStation only for 15 years. The league finally forced Sony to ship on Xbox and Switch, but still kept Sony as the sole developer. 2K plans an NFL product in 2025, but the contract forbids simulation. Expect power-ups and cartoon physics, not Sunday realism. Why this matters to players is no rival means slower innovation, franchise mode bugs linger, and career mode upgrades don't exist. Price elasticity vanishes, and publishers can raise launch prices to $69.99 and sprinkle deluxe editions in starting at $99. Microtransaction odds remain opaque. If you want official logos, you just gotta accept the house rules, man. Until a court or the leagues themselves reopen this bidding war, buying the annual title isn't voting with your wallet. It's paying a sports tax for authenticity, and it's time we stop lying to ourselves. And then the age-old tale of, they're playing it, so I want to. Sports move in real time. Trades and rookie classes age last year's disc in a heartbeat. Your friends migrate to the new game, and you're either alone or FOMO, fear of missing out, pulls you along with them. Annual releases work like built-in expiration dates. Here's the dirty secret. Most sports games don't age because their graphics go gray. They age because real life won't sit still, and that's the whole point. Trades and transfers. The moment Kevin Durant changes teams or Jude Bellingham switches kits, last year's roster screen looks like a history textbook. Polishers drip live update rosters into the new game first, then throttle support for the old school, effectively flicking a countdown clock, unless the new game was bad, and then we keep support up for the old one because we did better that time. The 99 Club's arm race. EA and 2K market launch weeks rating like award shows. Who made the 99? If your favorite star jumps from an overall 88 to a 92, you need that new disc to flex online. The main one that affects me is group chats migrate on release day. We're running Pro-Am on 2K25 tonight. You in? Because online modes aren't backwards compatible, a single friend upgrading forces everyone else to follow or get left in the lobby. A classic network effect. The new game launches with a fresh Season 1 pass, exclusive cosmetics, XP multipliers, even a cool soundtrack, none of which comes to last year's title. FOMO isn't just missing players, it's missing time-limited loot. Competitive ladders also wipe every season. If you want a shot at the Madden Championship or the NBA 2K League Draft Combine, you must own and grind the latest release. ESPN alerts, fantasy drafts, and TikTok highlight compilations all spike in August through September, which is perfectly timed with the game launch. Publishers ride that crescendo so you associate new season with a new disc. The calendar itself conspires with marketing to make last year's game feel like expired milk, no matter how small the gameplay jump really is. And then there's the good old live service cash machine. Box sales are a one-shot $70 hit. Live services keep that cash register ringing all year round, baby. In FY 2025, fiscal year, for those of you who don't know, 73% of EA's net bookings came from live service extras, packs, passes, and DLC. Ultimate Team alone pulled $1.62 billion in fiscal year 2021, as much as some AAA franchises from launch to lifetime. The mode sells loot boxes. You pay first, then discover what's inside. Exactly how slot machines keep players hooked. Selling the disc used to be the business. Today, it's just a cover charge for the casino inside. So let's open the vault. First, it's in how they package that little casino. You got bright fireworks, you got card flips, player walks out, the pack opens, and it mimics Las Vegas as best as it can with that big win reveal. Studios hire professional sound designers to nail that dopamine whoosh every time you see a 90 overall glow. Then there's the currency. Each franchise invents multiple coins. You've got VC, FIFA points, My Team points, coins, stubs, mixing the soft, earned, and premium purchased currency, which blurs real-world value of $9.99 into 12,000 points, which feels like way more. And then there's the whale economy, which we're going to pause for a second. If that is you, if you do fit that minority, it's okay, but just know these companies literally refer to you as a whale. In an internal leaked document from court cases, about 5% of players were referred to as whales, bringing in 50 to 70% of microtransaction revenue. Game design quietly tilted events towards that high-spend minority, making lightning rounds sell out in minutes because whales hoard the packs first. Then there's the shape-shifting odds. Pack drop rates aren't static. Many modes weight options by promo, time of day, or even user spend history. EA now prints percentage odds on FUT packs to comply with UK law, but they list only ranges, under 1% for a 90+. Translation, you might open 200 packs and still not get anything. And then of course there's more FOMO. Team of the week, moments, and holiday promos expire in 7 days or less. Miss it and that card goes literally extinct, which is textbook scarcity marketing. 2K's My Team locker codes drop during live NBA broadcasts, which means they try to keep you glued to 2 screens, but there's multiple websites that'll just give you all the locker codes that are active at the moment. Little pro tip. Story modes funnel you into a grind of 300 games for a gold badge, or you can pay $20 in VC to top up and skip the queue. The friction is internal. Time-poor players reach for their wallet, and time-rich players convince themselves the grind is content. Can you tell that I'm coping? And then there's dynamic pricing. The standard edition starts off at $69.99, deluxe goes up to $99.99, but you get 120,000 VC, ultimate goes up to $149.99, and you get packs and early access plus everything that you got before. The trick, the higher SKUs feel like free currency, even though the math rarely works out versus a la carte purchase. Regional lockouts and workarounds. Belgium and the Netherlands banned paid loot boxes in 2018. EA turned off FIFA points there entirely. Players VPN into neighboring countries to buy codes anyway, proof that demand survives regulation. EA Play gives 10% off for FIFA points, and dangles monthly starter packs. The sub feels like saving, but it's really a coupon book lurking you back to the store. And back to the $20 top-up, can we point out that, like, there's 7 pop-ups that happen every time you load into the game telling you to buy VC or buy this or buy that? Bottom line, the new business model isn't selling a game, it's running a year-round event series where every emotion, excitement, envy, impatience routes back to ad funds. Then it wouldn't be a casual video without a little bit of psychology. Designers lean on 2 brain quirks. Variable rewards, which means unpredictable payoffs, spike dopamine like a casino pool, and sunk cost fallacy. Once you've sunk hours or dollars into a squad, quitting feels like burning money. If microtransactions are the casino, then online ecosystems are the theme park walls that keep you inside, just like that one scene from Percy Jackson. Madden 24 finally let PlayStation, Xbox, and PC players share ladders. Once your college roommate on Xbox invites you to the weekend league, you can't pretend that platform wars keep you out. You either buy in or ghost the squad. 2K flashes colored nameplates and walk-on animations for players who log 5,000 park wins. FIFA gives you an FUT Stadium TIFO that screams Elite Division Season 4. These are status symbols, digital varsity jackets. Delete the game and you're not just losing progress, you're erasing an identity your friends recognize instantly on loading screens. Twitch drops and second screen hooks means that Twitch counts your viewing minutes, the game client pings you when the drop lands, and the result is the game sells you to advertise while keeping you engaged, even when you're not playing. One of the greatest things to come out of modern times in gaming, esports. The Madden Championship pays $1 million across its season, and the FIFA E World Cup winner pocketed $300,000 in 2024. Those checks are lottery tickets big enough to convince thousands of hopefuls to grind qualifies every week. Publishers fund part of the pool with, you guessed it, cosmetic bundle sales and championship series starter packs, turning competitive dreams into another revenue loop. And then there's pack opening YouTubers, which we're not going to talk about it. But they stream 12-hour launch marathons, moments of pulling a 99 Messi hit TikTok in minutes, triggering more kids to buy points just once. EA and 2K seed early review codes and extra VC to top influencers, ensuring hype clips flood feeds before critics can post verdicts. Then there's the hidden MMR, which is the matchmaking rating for those who don't know, which tries to pair you with equal skill, but also nudges 50-50 win rates to keep you competitive yet frustrated. The sweet spot for spending on upgrades. If you lost 3 in a row, the store tab pulses with the discount banner. Boost your squad. 25% off VC for 30 minutes. 2K's The City runs double XP block parties. Madden rolls out Zero Chill Snow Stadiums, and I don't know what this is, but in the research for this video I found it. EAFC hosts FUT Birthday Week. These limited time festivals sync entire friend groups to log in at once. Miss the party, miss the badge. Ultimately, your wallet isn't the only thing at risk. Your social circle, online status, and competitive ambition all anchor you to the new latest entry. That's the network effect in full cleats and sneakers. Every new friendship or highlight clip tightens the laces. So I know we're all asking ourselves, will this cycle ever end? Can it be broken? I suspect that 3 forces will probably shake the playbook up. Subscriptions like Game Pass or EA Play already take a blunt of the $70 hit, with regulations from Europe and Australia keeping debating whether loot boxes are gaming or gambling, and indie sims like Super Mega Baseball and Retro Bowl prove that you can sell gameplay without slot machines. The system isn't unbreakable, it's just highly profitable here, and the levers that could pry it open are very inaccessible. Game Pass, PS Plus, and EA Play already bundle launch day sports titles. If subs become the main revenue base, publishers will need mass retention, not annual repurchases, softening the $70 sticker shock quite a bit. A case study done with MLB The Show 21 on launch day, Game Pass players or Xbox players outnumbered PlayStation on several leaderboards despite 15 years of Sony exclusivity. And like I've said, there's definitely pressure being mounted with regulation and radical transparency. With UK, Australia, and Brazil, they have bills classifying loot boxes as gambling for minors. Belgium and Netherlands have banned paid boxes already, like I've said, which made EA remove FIFA points entirely. There's also possible future mandatory per-pack odds, spending caps tied to parental controls, or even age-verified 18-plus loot channels, which forces publishers to pivot to clearly priced season passes or cosmetic shops. Super Mega Baseball 4, a one-time fee, no card packs, 90-plus legend roster. You've also got Retro Bowl and Retro Goal, which is a $1 mobile game, and you can take ads off of it for $5. There's Axis Football 2025, which is a fully moddable roster and PC franchise depth with no microtransactions. Smaller studios are proving that sim depth plus nostalgia pixel art can earn profit without a casino pack. So imagine what these much larger studios could do. The Players Associations also now sign non-exclusive deals for NFT collectibles and fantasy apps. That same flexibility could extend to video game likeness, letting 2 or 3 sims coexist instead of 1. That real competition would pressure publishers to out-innovate on gameplay, not just card art. Konami eFootball also moved to free-to-play in 2021. It had a rocky launch, but proof as a licensed sim can survive on cosmetics plus season passes. If Madden or 2K goes to free-to-play, charges for mode unlocks like Franchise, Ultimate Team, or Park, while being behind a paywall, would have more people who actually want to play just those game modes. Think Fortnite, whenever it first came out, where you could get the free-to-play version or the Save the World version for a paid premium. You still got the free-to-play version, but you were getting other things because you wanted to pay more for the experience, effectively making it to where players like me who really only want to use my eras only have to pay or have access to my eras. PC modders also already patch classic NCAA rosters into college football revamped all of the time. If publishers ever sunset old titles, unlocking the server code could keep them alive, like World of Warcraft Realms. Legal pressure from fans might coax leagues to allow heritage servers once licenses expire, and tools like the Spend Tracker Overlay, a Chrome extension made by fans, show real-time FUT cost in USD, and viral Reddit threads like I spent $2,000 on packs, ask me anything, spark mainstream press coverage nudging publishers to publish true odds and pity timers. Players and gamers are changing the way these things work. You just have to pay attention, folks. Also a great time to segue into one of our future projects that we have coming to the channel, a full video about Stop Killing Games. Ladies and gentlemen, if you do not know what that is, I strongly recommend you do your research. We are in a very pivotal time as gamers where companies are literally saying if they want to, they can take away our licenses, and us purchasing the game does not actually mean we are purchasing the game. However, I did promise you a way to enjoy next year's releases for less than $15 a month. So here's the Wallet Saver Playbook, a legal terms of service friendly roadmap I've used for the past 2 cycles. Step 1, launch week taste test. $5. EA titles like Madden and FC. Grab 1 month of EA Play on any platform, that's $4.99. It buys a 10-hour early access trial starting 3 days before launch. For 2K titles, you can use the free MyNBA 2K companion app to run the face scan, explore menus, and decide if you even like the field this year. $0 so far for 2K. Now we've got the Black Friday pivot. This is $0 to $35, and we're going to start off with physical only. Prices crater around late November, and physical copies hit $34.99 or less. If the honeymoon is still alive after your trial hours, trade in last year's disc and apply the credit. Net cost can land under $20. If you're digital only, just wait. I've got the real bargain for you coming. EA moves Madden and FC into the EA Play Vault about 6 to 8 months post-launch, so February through April. Renew EA Play for 1 more month and get full unrestricted game unlocks. The total spent so far is $9.98. 2K players Game Pass Ultimate occasionally adds last year's NBA 2K in May or June, so keep an eye on the catalog before re-upping. And just a free way of keeping things fresh is community creators publish updated rosters within 24 hours of every major trade, and if you're on PC, you can literally drag and drop a modded CSV file, and just the workshop does the rest on Steam. And obviously the ultimate way to save money is disable in-game purchases at the platform level for PS5, Xbox, and Steam to kill one-click impulse buys. If you must open packs, fund your wallet with only discounted gift cards, often 10% off at Costco or Aniba. A math check on this is you spent $4.99 for EA Play on launch month, $4.99 for EA Play on the Vault month, and you spent $9.98. Throw in a Black Friday disc, and you're still well under $35, which is half the launch price and a third of a Legend Edition price, and still below Netflix for a year, while not being below Netflix for a month if you just would have gone with EA Play. Follow those 5 steps, and the sports game cycle drops from an expensive habit to 2 fancy coffees a year. Would this plan keep you playing, or is it the thrill of a day 1 pack still worth full price? That's the scoreboard, and this is the casual. Now it's your turn. Are you buying this year's release, waiting for a sale, or finally sitting out the season? If this breakdown saved you cash, or at least gave you ammo for the group chat, consider tapping subscribe and leaving a like. Leave a comment letting me know what you think, and next week's video drop is next week, obviously, and it's about can sports sims survive a free-to-play future. I'll see you there, ladies and gentlemen. This has been The Casual.